Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. My name is Aliyah Fatihah binti Asri and I am the creator of Mastermind. Mastermind is an English board game that is inspired by the classical board game Snake and Ladder, which is quite commonly known by a lot of people. To overcome the issue of being afraid to converse in English, I have designed a board game with the purpose of specifically focusing on English-based questions, which consists of general English-based questions such as translation, riddles, and basic grammar questions. The purpose of this board game is to create a sense of enjoyment when playing while also learning English language. This board game can also create a sense of awareness in people that language can be learned but through games as well. Learning through books may cause boredom as it is the traditional way of learning, and it can encourage people to think that learning is theory. In order to make learning much more interesting and effective, games can be incorporated into learning. Since Mastermind is a board game, the main objective is to create a fun and enjoyable supplementary medium to learn the English language. As most of you may know, learning a language can be intimidating and it can cause pressure, but with the help of Mastermind, it can be an enjoyable experience. In addition to that, when learning the English language, Mastermind will also like to encourage people to communicate in English while playing the game. Mastermind was developed to bring joy of learning English to people, and it is considered another medium to learn English. The entrepreneur opportunity of this board game is that it can be used in school settings for a fun activity to be played in class that teachers can use to encourage students to use English. Teachers can use this board game as an opportunity to have more interaction with students and gain students' interest when learning. In addition to that, not only this board game can be used in schools, they can also be played with family members. Parents can use it to teach and introduce their children to learn English. This way, parents can encourage their children to learn English as the game brings fun and excitement while playing. In order for this board game to be introduced to schools and families, Mastermind should be introduced in local bookstores to further the entrepreneurial opportunities of the game. This way, more people can get their hands on the game, and furthermore, as the game aims to be a medium tool to learn English, Mastermind also aims to create another version of board game as a learning tool. For instance, it contains different themes and concepts to obtain players' interest. Lastly, Mastermind would like to collaborate with game companies to turn the game more interesting and also make it into an e-game. This will make the game more accessible for more players. Up next is methodology, which consists of studying and preparing, writing, and testing. So before brainstorming the game, I made tons of research on board games such as the design and layout of the game, the rules and how a board game works, so that I can create a board game that works smoothly with no errors. Other than that, I also had to do research on English-based questions and most importantly questions that people are prone to make errors. Next, I had to create questions to be incorporated in the game, and this process took so much time since there were a lot of questions needed to be made and also a lot of editing in order for the game to be suitable for people to play. Lastly, once the game was completed, I tested out the game around 4 to 5 groups of people from the age of 18 to 22 years old, and this process was fun and exciting as I received positive feedbacks from players and most importantly seeing them communicate in English while having fun. And that was the purpose of the game as well. Moving on is the project outcomes, which consists of critical thinking questions and designs. So I have created over 100 questions that consist of riddles, translations, and basic grammar questions that the players found challenging and exciting while playing the game. In addition to that, I have also created around 45 designs of the board game, and the final design of the board game was actually chosen by my supervisor, and it was considered as the best design to be used as a board game since the layout was different and interesting from other board games. Before I end the video, I would like to show you the design of the board game and also the final product of the board game that I have tested on other people. And that is it for my video presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.